Well, and let's remember that all three classes of the bone density drugs we're talking about,
Yep.
all three of them are indicated for post-menopausal women. That's what the FDA approved indication is. Well, my question is, what do post-menopausal women lack? They don't lack Fosamax.
Right.
They lack estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone.
Right.
And I'll say it, I've said it over and over again, there is no bone-building drug better than testosterone, period. It's an anabolic hormone.
Shawn, as I was doing a little reading, and estrogen is just as important in men as testosterone is.
Absolutely. And what's a good way to get estrogen in men?
Well, in men, it would be the natural aromatase activity that would turn it into estrogen.
Exactly. Give them testosterone and they'll get estrogen.
They will. And, some of them are keen on, they don't want to have more than that 10-to-1 ratio of testosterone to estrogen. And I've seldom seen that. Like when I use testosterone, I almost never see that that's a necessary thing. So you might have 800 testosterone and 80 estrogen. And hey, I always tell these guys that that's fine. You got that 10-to-1 ratio that's preferred. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to take saw palmetto. You don't need to take any Arimidex, one of the aromatase. Like the estrogen is just as important for men as it is the testosterone.
Absolutely. And I'm not a big believer in estrogen blockers. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I think estrogen is really important for cardiovascular health, for brain health. And realize that, this whole estrogen blockade from men comes from, kind of the gym rat bodybuilder type that thinks they shouldn't need estrogen because they get gynecomastia. Well, first of all, when they inject testosterone in super physiological doses and you get these super high peaks, it's going to aromatize into estradiol unnecessarily. But if you deliver testosterone in a good way, I'm a big believer in topical testosterone because you don't get those high peaks. You don't get gynecomastia ever. Then you don't have those side effects. And that's why it's important. The delivery of testosterone is super important. And I'm not a big believer in injections for that reason, because it bypasses your skin, which is your skin is created to prevent things from being absorbed too fast. And anytime you bypass that protection mechanism, you get side effects. So